what we are doing in response to Texas, the pandemic, what Mark is up to. We'll see if he actually knows how to request. I don't have a lot of faith, except Jeannie, his wife, is there. So that's the only possibility. But while we're here, I'll just show you his book. It's called 10 Hidden Heroes. It's super, it's just cute. Here, I'm going to show you a picture of Mark since, there, that's who we're talking to. Yep. Mark has written a couple of grown-up books. One is called A Good Man, Discovering My Father, Sergeant Shriver. And the other is Pilgrimage, A Search for the Real Pope Francis. And the way we know each other is Mark has run the U.S. programs of Save the Children for the past 16 or 17 years. And we've worked together there for 13 years. Traveled the country a billion times together, bumped along in the back of SUVs through the middle of nowhere, and I wouldn't trade a minute of it. Although I won't say anything nice about him once he's actually here, so don't get overexcited. But I'll read you a little bit of the book while we wait, because it's cute. This is just a really nice children's book, all about the ways that, we talk about, of course, firemen are heroes.
It said he needs to upgrade his app.
Oh, Mark, you need to upgrade your app. Lord have mercy on my soul.
Okay.
Don't waste my.
Maybe he needs to go on
makeup.
Emma's.
Maybe you should go on Jeannie or Emma's phone, Mark.
I'm gonna call him.
Yep. He's calling in. Okay, well, here you go.
He needs to upgrade his app.
10 Hidden Heroes by Mark Kennedy Shriver. 10 hidden heroes working night and day, nursing others back to health until they are okay. And the thing that's fun about the book is that you sit with your kid on your lap and you go through and look at all the different ways people are helping. There's one that this little boy is bringing his mom breakfast in bed, or this girl's helping her brother. Oh, look, there's a sister helping her sister with a wet washcloth. And of course, when you count them all up, there are 10 actions. Oh, I don't think that's my Mark Shriver. Mosey, it looks like I might have a request from him. I don't know. 9 hidden heroes, teaching right and wrong, making rules to keep us safe and help us get along. So here are the 9 hidden heroes. The crazy thing is, I am not in this book. He didn't put me anywhere. And honestly, I should probably just hang up this live right now, because does he even deserve this? See, there's a mom teaching her child to wear sunscreen. Super important. Wear your sunscreen. Most preventable kind of cancer. Here is lifeguard. She is teaching people how to stay safe in the water. Who else do we have here? Oh, look, a crossing guard at school and a patrol at school. Everybody's helping out. So important. Oh, look at that. Fire department. The illustrations are by Laura Watson. She did a great job, even though I don't see me. Okay. 8 hidden heroes. Find a way to shine, working hard to save the earth, one good deed at a time. Save the earth. Look at that. There's somebody planting trees. There is someone, what else are they doing? It's hard to see upside down. There are people riding bicycles instead of being in cars, walking, recycling. There's a dog. This is Rag Shriver. Oh, look, getting solar panels. Awesome, Blossom. This book just came out this week. Can you tell? So that's why we are helping you know about it, because it's a fun one to read with your kids. Are we trying again? Emma.
We got to do Emma.
No problem.
Emma
Shriver.
Is it Emma_Shriver?
That's her. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm just going to keep going. 7 hidden heroes helping people who are poor, knowing when you choose to give, you always get back more. And this is just a tenet of what it means to be a Shriver, honestly. They are all helping people who are the most vulnerable, helping people who, for whatever reason, cannot help themselves. And here's an example: helping to build homes for people in need, helping people, somebody with,
Yep.
running a race for the homeless. And what I love, you'll always see in anything Mark does. Hi, Mark.
Hello, Jennifer.
Welcome to your party. Is there's a little guy just rolling along in a wheelchair. It's just not even slowing him down.
How are
Okay,
you?
Mark.
I'm sorry. We had some technical difficulties here in Maryland. I apologize.
Yeah, I see that.
And I heard everything you said about, you actually said a couple nice things about me, and then you had said how I couldn't get on unless Jeannie, my wife, helped out, and she did, and we struggled. But thank you for having me on.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's about time we did this. I don't think people don't even know. People don't even know our shtick. We have so much to offer.
It's been a year since we've actually seen each other in person, Jennifer. Can you believe that?
I know. Mark, adjust your camera.
I'm trying to. How does it look?
Because your head is, first of all, enormous. Just back up 6 inches so that people can see you. Secondly, just lower your camera a wee bit. I'm trying, guys.
All right. How's that? Is that better?
It's a little better. Woo. So, Mark, this is the longest you've gone without seeing me, like, since forever. I mean, since before you even knew me, which I know you. I keep saying to you, you must be missing me so much.
Yeah, that's exactly the way it is. Yes, yes. That's what you told me to say, right?
Like a year ago, right now, we were in Kentucky together.
We were in Kentucky looking at Save the Children programs, and spent a lot of time, on education. We pivoted to doing food. And it's really important work, filling bellies and filling minds of kids that are struggling academically. And, what's called food insecurity, which, as you know, Jennifer, is really, kids are starving in this country.
Kids are starving in this country.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I love is that I know that, I can call you at a moment's notice and say, hey, Amy Adams called me tonight. She wants to start something where celebrities read to kids to raise money. She asked me if I could help her do it. And we can do this. And I called you that night. It was 11 o'clock your time. And the next morning by 8 a.m. my time, we already had partnered with No Kid Hungry. We had pivoted to feeding kids. We had, and we were going. We spent that entire weekend just nonstop. Yeah.
And Save with Stories was actually live, I think, on that Monday.
The
world or America at least closed down on Thursday night or Friday. And we were up and running with Save with Stories, which has raised a lot of money and visibility and really helped us to get into helping kids eat in this country. I mean, it's hard for me to say because it's still amazing that even 12 months after COVID hit, we're still struggling with food insecurity, with hunger in this country, especially in rural America. And we're struggling with making sure that those kids are functioning at grade level. Gosh, they don't have Wi-Fi connections. They don't have books at home. And this is what Save the Children's doing day in and day out.
We're doing it all over the world, but you and I have always focused more specifically in rural America.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, there's profound need all across the country and all across the world. And I think part of this book that I wrote, Jennifer, which I know you talked already about, Hidden Heroes, is to try to show and have a conversation about how people can make a difference not only in their home and their community here in the U.S. There it is. Yeah, it's big as life. But, people don't have to start Save the Children or work at Save the Children. They can take these small gestures, as corny as it sounds, gestures of love, and it can make a difference in their community, in their home, and across the country. And that's what the book is really about, to raise up and talk about those people that are doing great work.
Well, I have to really, I'm just going to take a second and credit Jeannie and Emma, because I know they were a huge part of
Yep.
helping you write this. I know you're there, Jeannie. I know you'll never pop on and say hi, but I'm celebrating you. And so you've written a couple of other books that I've loved and have spoken about before, about your dad, A Good Man, my search for, what was it? No, Rediscovering My Father,
Yes.
Shriver, and then Pilgrimage, My Search for the Real Pope Francis, which is also a beautiful book. And both are so personal and so much about you. But this one is just so fun because anyone can read it with their child or grandchild or somebody just a kid that they love. And
Yeah.
it's just a no-brainer of a book to give a kid because it's all about, it's fun to read, it's fun to look for people helping, but it also just puts in kids' minds, which we can't even say how important this is. It puts in kids' minds that they can make a difference in the world and that they can be helpful and that it's fun to be helpful.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a hide and seek book. So it's, you try to find the heroes. I've talked to a couple parents, Jen, who told me that their kids ask, well, why is the guy who picks up trash a hero? Why is there, there's a Special Olympics athlete in there who's got developmental disabilities. How can that kid be a hero? There's a little girl who's blind teaching her friend how to read Braille. So there's all sorts of different heroes. And I think we in this country focus so much on power and prestige and influence. And we don't focus as much on character and on goodness. And I think that's what this book is trying to celebrate, that Special Olympics athletes or a young lady who's blind can be a hero and can help and can lead. And that's
Can
what
you
makes
just tell everyone what, like, your connection? It's just it's so special. Everyone in the world knows and has like a personal deep pull to Special Olympics, but it's kind of cool, even though it's really pretty cool. Here it is, Special Olympics. It's part of two hidden heroes: choosing not to fight, being brave by making peace, and doing what is right. And Special Olympics is part of that.
Special
And
Olympics is.
where did it start, Mark Shriver?
So it started, Jennifer Gardner. My mom started Special Olympics in our backyard here in Maryland. We lived on a farm, and she brought people at that point who were called different names than they are today. And she thought that through sports, she could knock down walls of misunderstanding and prejudice against people with developmental disabilities. And she was 100% right. People with developmental disabilities thrived in athletic competition, individual competition, running marathons, playing in games. And Special Olympics is spread all around the world. I was a couple years ago at the International Games in the United Arab Emirates. And was that
the 50th or 60th? What anniversary was it? It was
we just celebrated our 50th. I'm on the board of Special Olympics International. And those games in the Middle East, right? And the athletes in that program are in 10 Hidden Heroes. One is from the United Arab Emirates and the other's from Israel. And we were in, a Muslim country, the UAE, that doesn't recognize Israel as a country. And the athletes walked in arm in arm. I mean, if that doesn't give you
so beautiful.
goosebumps,
If that doesn't make you cry, because it just is over everything. There is love, and that's kind of the story of your family and the story of this book. And here we have, you can talk. So which of your brothers runs Special Olympics? Because we have to give them a boop boop.
Yeah, my brother Timothy runs Special Olympics. You'll see in there my brother Anthony runs Best Buddies, and that's in there too. Yeah. So I just, we wanted to celebrate the fact we pray in our church, and a lot of people pray for our troops, and we should pray for our troops, but we should also be, holding up our peacemakers, raising their work up. So, Peace Corps is in there. My dad started the Peace Corps under President Kennedy. These are folks that are changing the world one small deed at a time.
It's weird because you have one blaring omission.
You mean you?
Yeah. Nowhere. I just am like, oh, there's going to be someone. I mean,
well, maybe on the next book we'll do 10 Hidden Heroes Part 2, and we'll put you in there. We'll put you in there.
I mean, how much would it have cost you to say to brilliant, beautiful Laura Watson, hey, throw my friend Jen a bone? What would it have cost? Jeannie wouldn't have minded if you had said, this is dedicated to my beautiful wife, Jeannie, who actually wrote it, my children, Molly, Tommy, and Emma, and my best friend in the whole world, Jennifer Garner. But there's Save the Children. That's us. Boop, boop,
it's in there. But, this was a family project, Jen, as you know. Our daughter, Molly, works in criminal justice reform. She works for an organization called Reform Alliance, which was started by Jay-Z, and Van Jones is the president. Molly had the idea of weaving in a prison tutoring program, and that's in there as well. That, you know, folks can actually tutor people who are in prison and help them get their life back and moving in the right direction. So Molly had that idea. We put that in the book. You know, we have feeding the hungry, clothing the naked, sheltering the homeless, visiting those in prison, which comes out of the scriptures.
I love
so
this.
It was a really family project. Except for you. We didn't put you in.
Mark, I am part of your stinking family, and I'm going to read this page. 5 hidden heroes guiding us to pray, giving thanks and praise to God, helping us find our way. And you you don't miss a beat. This would be the church I go to. This over here is, I mean, everyone is represented. I don't see
imams,
a priest.
we got rabbis, we've got Catholic
There's the
priests.
rabbi.
Yes.
Where's the priest? Oh.
Priest is in the corner. The priest actually is my college roommate, and he was our pastor, and now he's a bishop up in Springfield, and that is his black lab. So we put him in this one. We'll get you in the next one, okay?
All right. Well, even though I'm not in here, it's still a beautiful book, and I'm really proud of you guys. I think it's just what we need. Look at this gentleman. He's got his seeing eye dog. This is a hidden hero. And look at this girl helping this boy, I'm sorry, helping a grandma across the street that he maybe doesn't even know. It's not his grandma. He just stopped to help.
And, you know, that's really, and you know, Jennifer, because you have little kids, or I guess one still little one, but the importance of reading to kids and the back and forth for brain stimulation. And we're hoping that this book, you know, will be the back and forth where parents or kids will say, why is that little boy who's walking the elderly lady across the street a hero? And it'll stimulate conversation. It stimulates the synapses in the brain. And that's what makes this book so much fun.
That's kind of what we've worked on for all of these years together. These years we've worked on just helping people know the importance of reading to, singing to, speaking to, and playing with their kids. Babies starting at infancy, starting at birth.
Yeah, the brain growth happens, and it's just
90% in the first 5 years. It's no joke, people. Brains grow, and if you miss that opportunity, there's a cap on your capacity to learn. And the more you can speak to your child, read to them, even if they're infants and you feel goofy holding up a book, it doesn't matter. It's helping build tolerance. It's helping build vocabulary. They're building the tolerance for listening to a story. And we see so many kids who've never even held a book in their hands. How awesome would it be if they had this one?
You know, Jen, you're again 1,000% right. And I think the other part about it is, you know, it also, if you're snuggling up to a little baby and, you know, that you got the human interaction, and that's stimulating the social and emotional growth of that kid as well. It's just the power of books and hopefully the power of interacting with a loved one, an uncle and aunt, a grandma, or a family friend is so powerful. And you know, it was a joy because we were all in COVID world when the idea of the book came to be. And for our family, we all had a couple of options on who the illustrator could be. And we took a secret ballot, and Laura won. She was first on everybody. And you know, as I said, Molly had some ideas. Jeannie had great input. Molly, Tommy, Emma, they all helped out. So it was a family book. So it was fun. So
Mark, just tell us where you can order it, because
anywhere.
People are asking from all
It's everywhere.
Over. It's everywhere.
Walmart.com,
you go online and
Amazon.
You Google 10 Hidden Heroes by Mark Kennedy Shriver. You will find this book, and I will come with the book and read it to you.
Don't do that. We're going to auction that off then. We'll have to do that at Save the Children.
Oh, Lord have mercy on my soul. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Listen, the world is turning around, so you're going to see me soon, one way or another.
I hope so.
We have work to do.
You're terrific. Thank you. You're the best.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining. So nice of you to join. And I'll do a swipey uppy thing.
Thank you.
Or Mo will. Obviously, I won't do that.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.